Welcome to Asian ID. Let's be honest, today's audience isn't easy to impress anymore. The era of stiff, awkward, borrowed angle kiss scenes, where lighting and editing do all the work, has long been left behind. What viewers crave now is something sharper, more intentional, almost forensic in its precision. And in the short drama world, a few standout male leads have taken this to another level, not just performing romance, but dissecting the aesthetics of adult intimacy down to its finest detail. Take Hae-in, for example, the one jokingly dubbed by fans as the man who lives in a bathtub. That viral scene in Sui Sui Hae-in, with Hae-in wasn't just a kiss, it was an atmosphere explosion. His tall, composed presence carries a lingering chill, but the moment he reaches out, firmly controlling the back of her head, fingers tighten and with intent, you feel the shift instantly. This kind of scene is dangerous territory. One wrong move, and it turns greasy. But Hae-in walks that razor's edge with what can only be described as uncontrolled tenderness. His eyes, slyly lazy at the edges, yet burning with intensity, create a contradiction that's impossible to ignore. It's that refined, almost aristocratic dangerous charm that makes his domineering CEO roles feel less like acting and more like instinct. You don't just watch, you get pulled in. But if you think he's the only one dominating this space, you're underestimating just how competitive this field has become. Enter Zhang Wei, who operates on an entirely different frequency. Often compared to a blend of Xiaozan and Zukai, his appeal goes beyond looks. What truly defines him is restraint, the kind of forbidden desire energy that builds tension before it ever explodes. In Yuni Tao Xiang, his collaboration with Han Yutong, reportedly a real-life couple, adds another layer entirely. Their kiss scenes don't feel staged, they feel lived in. Casual, natural, almost domestic. Yet within that familiarity lies something dangerously intimate, the subtle testing, the quiet indulgence. It's not just romance, it's voyeurism disguised as ortling. And audiences are completely hooked. Then there's Zhang Bixi, who represents the extreme end of the spectrum. If others flirt with tension, he weaponizes it. In Dangerous Contract, his dynamic with Zuo Yi isn't just chemistry, it's domination and surrender playing out in real time. His presence is sharp, almost aggressive. A single glance from those narrow eyes carries a sense of possession that feels borderline dangerous. And yet, what makes him addictive is not just that intensity, but the cracks beneath it. Just when the character edges towards something too dark, too controlling, he reveals a fleeting vulnerability. A softness. A fracture. That contrast, I can destroy the world, but I would never destroy you, is exactly what modern audiences are drawn to. It's not healthy love. It's compelling love. Finally, we have Chen Si, whose appeal lies in something more grounded, yet equally powerful. With his striking physique and commanding presence, especially in Only for Her, he brings a different kind of sensuality, one rooted in realism. His kiss scenes have progression, hesitation, urgency, release, and finally, a return to softness. It feels less like a scripted moment and more like something that could happen in real life, messy, emotional, and deeply human. And that's the key word here, real, because at the end of the day, these performances aren't just about technique. They're about immersion. The audience doesn't just see the character, they feel them. They believe in their breath, their heartbeat, their hesitation. This is why short dramas, once dismissed as fast food content, are now evolving into something closer to curated indulgence. Quick, intense, and precisely engineered to satisfy emotional cravings. These actors are not just performers, they are interpreters of desire, each with their own distinct style. Hae-in, refined, controlled intensity. Zhang Wei, restrained, forbidden realism. Zhang Bixi, chaotic, dangerous passion. Chen Si, grounded, emotional authenticity. In just a few minutes, they deliver what traditional dramas often take hours to build. This is the advantage of the fragmented era, but also its challenge. There is no room for hesitation. If a scene doesn't land instantly, the audience moves on just as quickly, and maybe that's the real reason behind their success. It's not just about being handsome. That's only the entry ticket. The real competition lies in understanding what the audience feels, what they desire, and how to translate that into a moment so convincing it feels personal. Some critics argue that this kind of content lacks depth. But perhaps they're missing the point. In a world already filled with pressure and exhaustion, sometimes what people seek is not complexity, but intensity. Not realism, but emotional release. So when we look at these four actors, each dominating their own lane, the question becomes inevitable: if you had to crown one as the true ceiling of kiss scene mastery, Who would you choose, the dangerously elegant Wang Hae-in, the restrained and intoxicating Zhang Wei, the explosive and unpredictable Zhang Bixi, or the deeply immersive Chen Si? Or is the real answer something even more unsettling? Have they already redefined what we expect from intimacy on screen, to the point where anything less simply no longer feels enough? Thank you for watching the video. See you again.